Hi guys, I'm Shazabe.
Saya Anisha Hani.
I'm Hafiz Adam.
Saya Adil Luka.
And welcome to
HATEA HOTEL Podcast. Yes.
Let's just jump into it, okay? Kalau barang pecah, okay, boleh tak kita cantumkan balik? Kita bayangkan vas lah, pecah, okay? Kita gam balik.
Dia pecah macam mana?
Inilah kau cakap dengan perempuan kan, dia punya deep layer tu. Oh my god. Belum cakap topik ni, boleh cakap topik lain, boleh gaduh ni. Okay, kita cantumkan balik, kita gam lah. Tapi adakah ianya akan jadi sama lagi macam sebelum tu?
No.
So that's our topic for today. Pasal ini orang kata sebagai kiasan lah, vas dan sebagainya. Tapi lebih kepada trauma sebenarnya. So apa korang punya definition of trauma and how do you guys basically define it lah?
If you melalui satu proses ataupun satu experience yang sangat-sangat menyakitkan, it's a trauma. It's a trauma, and some people deal with it differently, others stays. Because just like scar, you know, it fades but it's still there. So sama lah dengan trauma.
But can it be healed though?
It can. For me, it can.
Depends.
Not overnight.
Yes.
Scar can heal, wounds don't.
Ooh.
Wounds
can
heal,
heal.
scar don't.
Yep.
So
Okay.
wounds tu luka lah. Luka, bila kita luka, benda tu boleh heal. Scar je yang
Apa ni?
tinggal.
Luka.
Apa ni?
Ada luka kat sini.
Kenapa you ask tengok dia?
Luka, ada luka.
Oh, ada luka.
Oh, kelakar.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, so basically mana boleh. It's like, okay, let's just pembayang kalau a vase is broken, sometimes sepihan-sepihan tu tak adanya kau nak ambil yang sepihan halus-halus tu kau nak cantum balik kat vase tu kan. You just gonna take pieces that you think can still makes it look, but it's still not perfect in the end.
Because you have still that crack.
Yeah,
tu
you
kan?
still have that crack. You gum lah macam mana sekalipun, you still, but then it can be macam, I think benda ni bila contohlah kalau you are heartbroken kan, benda tu masih ada. It's just that how you carry yourself and move forward lepas tu define you as a person lah.
What about men? How do men
Yeah.
deal with trauma?
First of all, whenever I hear trauma, it's like a negative connotation tau, because it's always related to a negative past.
Alright.
But it doesn't have to be that way, because I think a lot of us can learn a lot from whatever happened in the past. So I don't know if you guys are familiar tak, there's this Japanese punya art.
Ikigai?
Okay.
Tak, lain. It's actually made by breaking a vase or like a plate like that, and then when you sambungkan dengan gold. Gold. Kan?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I think like that's a good example, because it's like
better lah sebenarnya. So dia ada dua definition berbeza. Dan dia depends pada trauma tu juga. Trauma tu macam mana jenis trauma tu, apa yang jadi, dan daripada trauma tu yang you boleh decide which. Sebab kadang-kadang kita kalau boleh sebenarnya, for me lah, I would prefer to just like overcome it. Tapi ada benda yang nak tak nak, you have to fight it. Faham tak?
I don't think you can heal trauma. But you,
I mean, heal
but you can choose how to react on it.
Betul kot.
Kind of,
I don't think for me, I don't think I've ever forget all
Probably
my
not.
traumas.
Probably not heal lah. Probably
I don't think it's
you
heal.
make peace with it.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you
Right.
can make peace with it. Tapi I
forgive but not forget lah.
experience I don't think I've healed from all my traumas. Tapi I made peace with it and I learn from it lah. Then after that, tengok lah what's the silver lining behind it and how it shaped you as a person. Yeah, you know, like there's this movie saying, you know, girls don't heal; they just cover in concealer.
I don't have that though.
yeah, we don't do that. So
Yeah, it doesn't really heal, but I've made peace with it and I move forward and I choose to move forward positively lah.
For about
Yeah.
And when you say making peace, like you said it so casually, actually it's not easy to make peace
Yes.
also with the
Betul.
trauma. Yeah, it's a lot of struggle and fight, like what you mentioned.
Betul.
It's a very long process sebenarnya. Kalau nak cakap pasal trauma, I'll pick like a very
Pick a trauma.
My own personal trauma is daddy issues. Aku my dad
I think
leaving.
that's pretty
Common.
Macam, it's a pretty common.
Common.
Tapi it's not something we have to take it lightly lah. So
Yeah.
it happens to everybody.
But it happens to everyone.
Not
daddy
everybody
issues.
lah, ramai.
So awal-awal tu I was like, because my dad left me, right, and then he till now dia tak usaha langsung untuk macam connect dengan anak dia balik. Tu masalah dia lah. But there was like a phrase in my life yang I macam, I don't want to know about him, I don't care about him, pergi mum lah, whatsoever, all this very negative punya approach lah basically towards my father ni. Sampai I macam, honestly, I don't know like if he's gonna watch it or not, but I hated my father so much. Like, as a child, as a daughter, you should not feel towards like that towards your parents, even though lah parents you dah bercerai ke apa. Tak, I really hated my father so much. I hate him to the core, siap. To the core though. So, but then I realised as a person kan, I turned into a very
negative person.
Aura muka I waktu tu, kalau I tengok gambar that year and now, it's like two different person.
That's
This
why you're
person
not
looks
approachable.
so benda tu tak senang juga sebenarnya. Dia macam ni dalam otak I masa tu, dia macam ada this one good voice and one bad voice. This bad voice, he keep on telling, what for what you want to forgive your dad? Your dad never tak bagi duit, this and that. And then this voice macam, no, you have to forgive him. So macam you cakap, kita tak boleh nak ikut emosi kita sangat. Not all the time. So the rational thing is, kadang-kadang sebab tu orang kata follow your head instead of your heart, something like that, right? Sebab hati kita ni memang dia membuat-buat penuh dengan emosi, but our head ni kadang-kadang
Follow your heart but brings your head with you.
yeah, the head actually knows better. That's why dia dekat
Logical lah.
kan?
Logical.
So when I start to dengar this good voice and start to think rational, like I'm never gonna get this kind of love, never mind, tak apa. And then I macam, this is the hardest part, to forgive my dad.
Yeah.
At one point I rasa macam I cakap dah I forgive him. And then suddenly the next few weeks or months I feel like no. This one continuously happen for so many years. I thought I forgive him, tapi bila ada something trigger je, dia terus tangkap balik. But one day I rasa I ada satu posting kat my Instagram. It was in general, I macam I maafkan semua orang yang dah pernah aniaya I. And that time it was baru habis solat subuh. So dah lepas subuh it kind of felt peaceful. So peaceful that I slowly, without me realising, terkeluar daripada mulut sendiri, ya Allah, hari ni aku maafkan semua orang yang dah pernah aniaya aku. Oh, I feel like crying right now, but I'm not. Masa tu, it's so hard to explain to you how peaceful and how ringannya diri I.
And you let go,
When you let go, it kind of felt like roh you yang dah melopong, terbang sana sini, it just came back to you and you just like live in the moment. Yang macam, goosebumps dia cakap. But seriously, once you can finally achieve that, you akan berubah jadi orang yang sangat lain. It will affect you and you akan rasa macam such a brighter person lah. But tu now I can laugh more, I can smile more. Dulu tak tu. Dulu I nak tengok orang pun I macam tak nak. Now once I forgive everyone, not just my father but everyone now, my life has been brighter. So in the end, there's no use holding grudge. Walaupun benda tu sakit, sakit.
Even if it's so traumatized, but let go.
Let go. It's how you counter balik diri you. Benda ni normal untuk kita ada negative thoughts ni. It's normal. Kita manusia. Setan je keliling kita, nak buat macam mana kan? But it's how kita psycho. I use this term, how you psycho your mind back. It's like, I tak ada kasih sayang seorang bapa. But when I look at the bigger picture, Tuhan turunkan ramai insan-insan, all this mak-mak yang start daripada first but end up diorang sayang I macam I ni anak diorang sendiri. Itu nikmat tu. Itu bentuk macam kasih sayang yang Tuhan gantikan untuk you. It's just how you nak terima benda tu je, and how you want to realise it. I was so desperate wanting for a father's love, and back then sampai I met the wrong man, I was in a bad relationship and stuff. And then I didn't realise this macam little things macam, ada je auntie ni yang sentiasalah doakan aku. Ada je uncle ni yang sentiasalah duk komen-komen. They always love, even though from far. It's still padahal aku pun mengharapkan love from my father who is so far away, I don't know where. So might as well appreciate orang yang macam ni. So I make peace lah basically. Macam Shazan cakap, I make peace
process.
That's true. No, but yes, it's right to be very forgiving kan. Even our prophet says that as well. But then I think it's hard even for me to forgive someone who I think does not deserve it.
No.
So how do you tell yourself, okay, I accept and I can forgive, when you know that that person will never deserve your forgiveness? Tapi you forgive because you want to do it for yourself, kan? But then you know that that person will never deserve it.
Okay, you guys remember my Dewi case?
Yeah.
Yang tu kan I kena anaya kan. Yang tu kan orang yang viralkan video I
So
tu kan.
irony.
Kan? Kalau kau nak tahu I tak tahu lah sama ada sampai hari ni I tak sure sama ada I maafkan atau tak orang yang viralkan video tu. Sebab for me apa aku buat kat kau tu?
You question lah.
Apa salah aku kat kau tu? Kalau I to one point, jujur ini baru je I cakap kat my brother few days ago. Bukan nak cakap tak sabar for me untuk berada dekat akhirat dekat pada masa tu, but one day if that day happens, I will be waiting. Seriously, I will be waiting for this person untuk datang cari I. Betul, serius. I boleh nangis ni. I akan tunggu orang ni datang cari I, minta maaf. Tak apa, tak payah minta maaf. Aku tak nak pun syafaat pun. Just tell me why did you do it?
Yeah, it's not fair
Serious
to you.
One good reason lah. Kenapa?
And I had to live in the world, in this world, every day trying to forgive and trying to let go of what you did. Memanglah aku yang pergi have fun. Tapi the thing is, aku tak anaya siapa-siapa. Aku tak kacau siapa-siapa tu.
Yeah.
Aku, if I drink, and if I get drunk, I don't disturb people. Yang menyusahkan diri sendiri is me.
Yeah, stay in your lane, jangan kacau.
Yeah, and then yang siapa yang ada masalah dengan Tuhan is me. I tak bother anyone, but then it happened. So macam, why? I tak boleh, until today I tak tahu. I kadang-kadang rasa macam I maafkan. Kadang-kadang I rasa I make peace with it. Kadang-kadang I do. Most of the time tak benda ni. So I kena understand benda ni tak senang tu. Macam it goes back and forth until I guess one day yourself kot yang akan rasa macam okay lah, dah cukup lah.
Yeah.
Dah cukup.
It's a healing process. It's a process. It's a process.
I'm telling you, it's not easy. You kena banyak tarik nafas. Do a lot of breathing. Tarik nafas when all this ni kan, macam ni I'm already overflowing with emotion. Like relax, cause at least benda tu, kalau nak fikir positif, this is what I hate tau. Benda tu dah jadi, pasu dah pecah kan. Lepas tu pasu tu yang nak kena hadap all this, contohlah kalau angin tiup, dia lah kena bertahan supaya dia tak jatuh, tak pecah lagi dan lagi kan. So here I am trying to hold myself together. Padahal orang ni dia dah buat taik dengan aku. Tapi aku pula yang nak kena jadi orang yang terpaling positif. Susah tu. Boleh jadi
Akulah
gila
yang nak
tu.
kena memaafkan. Akulah yang nak kena deal dengan situations. Akulah yang nak kena macam it's okay, probably there's a reason behind it. Akulah semuanya
Pasal
akulah
you
kan.
yang kena macam meredokan diri, tak apa, at least kau jadi orang yang lebih baik, kau jadi orang yang grow as ever. Oh my god guys, kadang-kadang I'm gonna tell you, this is all just things yang we try to comfort ourselves.
Back to you, what you said just now lah. Okay, you pasu yang dah pecah, and then dah gam dan dah bertahan. So let's just say gam tu adalah society or your friends yang glue yourself back together, helping you lah. So apa kita sebagai kawan-kawan or like society dekat luar sana tu boleh buat untuk tolong orang to heal the trauma? Basically benda paling senang sebenarnya, jangan kacau lah. Kau tak payah nak sakit hati orang lagi. But what can they do for us? We do we as your friends or them as society to help you deal with your trauma?
I think don't judge.
Yeah.
I think one of the easiest and the hardest thing to do is just don't judge.
But that's the problem with our society.
There's always layers of problems or the story. There's always layers of layers. You know, sometimes you're the good cop in this person's story, but sometimes you're the bad cop in this person's story.
Yeah.
So I rasa the easiest is as simple as jangan judge, and just honestly, it's so hard to do. Just be kind.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
If you really apply being kind,
Yeah.
you don't hurt people.
Betul.
You don't hurt people. You just don't simply hurt people, because by you hurting other people this is the result lah. Whatever that happened to her or whoever lah. Because the trauma stays.
True.
Tapi kalau kita nak cakap forgiving, I will talk about it from a Islamic point of view.
Okay.
Alright. it's not easy to forgive. It's not easy. Sebab tu dalam syurga pun ada spesifik syurga untuk orang yang mau maafkan sahaja.
Really?
Sebab
Oh, okay, that's where both of you can go nanti.
tak senang nak maafkan orang. And then one of my favorite quotes ever is forgiveness is one of the strongest attributes. It is.
It is.
You ingat senang ke nak maafkan orang yang dah bunuh bapak you? Contoh.
Okay, itu yang ni lah.
You ingat senang ke nak maafkan orang yang contoh dah dera anak you, lepas tu anak you mati, lepas tu tak menangkis? You ingat senang ke nak maafkan orang yang dah pernah curang dengan you?
Boleh tapi tak senang.
Tak senang. Boleh. Tak boleh. Like you
Ikhlasan.
said, nak heal from the trauma or nak make peace from the trauma, like Adil said, the process is so hard. And then the process macam Hanisha, back and forth.
You macam you bergaduh dengan diri sendiri kadang-kadang.
Yeah.
And it's
That's what I
tiring,
cakap.
kan?
Tiring, yeah.
Sometimes trauma tu you can overcome it. Sometimes you have to fight it.
Rather than speaking about how we deal with trauma, is honestly, guys, how do we not make people be in trauma?
Traumatized.
How to not traumatize people.
How to
Tapi
not
that will be
our
traumatize
next
people?
topic.
I ada dua topik daripada perbincangan ni. I boleh cakap untuk next topic kita boleh bercakap pasal forgiving, one thing. Second adalah sebab I sebenarnya tak faham orang yang suka kacau hidup orang.
Yeah.
Mungkin jenis orang dalam dunia sendiri. So macam bila orang macam datang untuk kacau you, macam fitnah you ke, ataupun jangan kata fitnah, contoh benda yang you buat tapi publicize it ke, faham tak? Apa kau punya input dalam kehidupan orang tu nak kacau
Interesting.
orang tu?
I had this conversation dengan seorang pelakon ni tau. And then he said, dia cakap kat I, okay Hanisha, you get so offended by what netizens say, what people do bad things to you whatsoever, and especially contohlah netizen lah, let's say just netizen senang yang kutuk-kutuk I whatsoever ni kan. Lepas tu okay, you should sit down and relax right now, you try to think, you rasa diorang tu normal tak? Pasal I cakap normal lah, diorang manusia sama macam I cakap. Lepas tu dia tak, cuba you tengok betul-betul. You say you are normal right? Would you do what they are doing? For no reason, you pergi kat IG siapa-siapa and then you just comment nasty things about this person that you don't even know about. Would you do that? I said, no, I wouldn't. Why would I do that? And he said, yeah, because you're normal. And I was like,
Tapi okay, I pernah fikir pasal benda macam ni. Tapi adakah kita yang sebenarnya tak normal? Sebab normal sekarang dah majority ada orang macam tu. Itulah normal diorang. Faham tak? Yang tak normal adalah kita yang tak kacau-kacau hidup orang tu. Faham tak?
so siapa yang tak normal sekarang ni?
No, I think
I question that lah, things like that. Faham tak? So satu kadang-kadang untuk faham situation atau untuk faham satu benda tu susah. Tapi bila you deal dengan is for me lah, sebenarnya untuk orang luar tolong you tu susah. You have
sebenarnya
to, you have to do it yourself sebenarnya.
But
Orang
back to
mungkin
your-
boleh bagi nasihat atau bagi macam shoulder to cry on and stuff like that. But for you to heal, hanya you seorang je boleh heal. Not to heal lah, to overcome benda tu hanya you seorang je boleh heal. Macam cakap tadi, you decide untuk memaafkan. Okay, I boleh relate dengan story you tadi. I sampai hari ni tak boleh memaafkan that specific one person. I went to him, I cakap kat dia, I maafkan dia before dia pergi. And waktu I cakap I maafkan dia, I ada satu perasaan yang macam this not fair. But I'm saying this because I don't want to regret things after. Faham tak? Lepas ni tak nak ada apa-apa perasaan yang tak best. And I tak nak benda tu. And benda tu juga, trauma tu juga adalah benda yang mengganggu hidup dari segi overthink banyak benda yang macam I don't want to do this.
Unnecessary things. Benda
benda-benda
tu
yang
buat
tak
I jadi
ni.
actually benda macam ni, trauma ni makes me an overthinker. And then dah jadi macam tu, then I start to overthink about everything lah. Everything that happened in my life, I overthink about it. So I kinda understand you become the person you are today.
Tapi saya cakap macam you get to a point yang macam you boleh memaafkan, which is macam Syazah cakap tadi, sangat-sangat susah sebenarnya. Bukan kita tak nak memaafkan. Okay, I tak boleh cakap untuk orang lain lah, macam selalu. But for myself, it's not that I don't want to forgive, but it's just I tak ada rasa memaafkan tu dalam diri. I pergi, I cakap kat dia, I maafkan.
I faham tu.
I minta maaf and I maafkan dia. Waktu minta maaf, I rasa macam this not fair. Memaafkan pun rasa dia, because I tak dengar daripada mulut you macam forgive me please. That's the one thing yang waktu membesar I was hoping for.
I tak tahu, but maybe a green news. Okay, in Islam, kalau orang buat salah kat you, memang tak necessary pun you kena maafkan.
I know. I pernah dengar benda tu.
Tetapi kalau you maafkan
Ganjaran dia kan.
Ganjaran dia
Yes.
sangat tinggi.
Yeah.
Sebab tu syurga adalah salah satu syurga untuk orang-orang yang memaafkan.
Sebab tu cakap
Sebab
sekarang
tu
ni,
Islam tu indah.
sebab tu cakap sekarang ni benda yang boleh relate adalah untuk memaafkan tu susah. Bukan you tak nak, bukan you tak ada effort. You did, you tried your best. Tapi macam you punya situation, bila you cakap you memaafkan tu, tiba-tiba you macam go back and forth. Sebab mencari keikhlasan untuk
Susah.
memaafkan tu sangat-sangat susah sebenarnya. It's not that you don't want to, but susah.
It's human nature to be judgmental. That part we can't really blame ourselves.
To a certain
No,
extent.
kejap.
Apa tak ada brain Melis? To a certain extent.
No. Yeah, I know. So it's human nature to be judgmental. Tapi we are, as humans, also we have a brain.
Yeah.
That we can actually learn and improve. And as we mature, we know like what is right, what is wrong, what the boundaries are. It's normal to judge. Tapi how can we be the bigger person and not judge?
And basically it's just as simple as everyone is going through something.
Something, yes. That's
Everyone is going through
Even
something.
yang bercakap
just,
pasal orang tu pun going through something.
So just
Sebenarnya.
you know,
Yeah.
But for me lagi simple. Korang ni yang suka judge orang ni memang tak takut. Kalau yang Muslim, kau tak takut kifarah ke? Yang non-Muslim, you're not scared of karma, is it? You guys tak believe this thing ke? That's one last story I want to share with you guys. Masa I viral pasal Dewi tu, the amount of hate that I receive from people daripada
I couldn't imagine.
umur, daripada yang kecil sampailah yang nak tua, yang dah tua-tua lah. Ada. Okay, but there's one time, and benda ni dah jadi banyak kali je, but I'm going to pick one story lah, because benda ni memang really catch my eye. But the similar story happen dah banyak kali. So there's this one DM. One day I buka my DM lah. No profile picture, no nothing lah. Anonymous. So I buka je lah, tengok. Sebab nampak macam panjang kalau ditulis. So I buka. So the text, it says, kata, Hai, Assalamualaikum Hadisha, makcik just nak cakap, makcik nak minta maaf banyak-banyak sebab makcik banyak kutuk awak. Makcik kutuk awak sampai ke jiran-jiran sebelah pun makcik kutuk awak. Dia mengaku tau. And I was like, why are you telling me this? And I kept on reading. Tapi tanpa makcik sedar, makcik duk kutuk-kutuk awak, lalas anak makcik sendiri buat benda yang sama, malah lebih teruk. Sekarang anak makcik dah tak boleh keluar, tak boleh berhenti isap dadah. Makcik nak minta maaf, semoga dengan makcik minta maaf, anak makcik boleh sembuh. I was like, makcik, you putting me in a hard situation, makcik. You telling me you kutuk me everywhere. and now I'm supposed to forgive you. Okay makcik, I forgive you though. What, benda ni walaupun lah kadang-kadang bila I masa tu macam asal kena relate dengan aku. It could be many other things, and it's not your fault that your anak is like that. But because of that, makcik terfikir yang apa yang dia dah buat tu, and dia dah realise kifarah, karma yang dia dah dapat tu, terduduk makcik tu. And I could feel the sadness of her writing that DM, and I felt really really bad and sorry for her. So korang janganlah sampai tunggu jadi macam tu tu. Always be careful where you want to judge someone. Okay, tak apa lah. Like you said, everyone judge kan. It's normal kan. Judge lah dalam ni sini diam-diam. Judge lah dalam ni diam-diam. You think I don't judge people? I do. I judge people a lot. But in my heart though, I judge. I macam, asal dia ni macam ni? Asal dia ni macam ni? But dalam diam-diam je lah. But in the end, it's not my place to say it. I can judge about it, but it's not my place to judge. Pandailah kau kontrol nafsu kau mengutuk pasal orang. La ilaha illallah.
But I just want to say to you that, you know, whatever that you go through
Such a strong
with Dewi ke apa ke, I trust me. There's a silver lining behind it. Percayalah. In 2-3 years time, you akan faham kenapa Allah letak you in this situation, because the character development that you're about to go through, that you have gone through, and kerana dekat ujung tu nanti Allah akan berikan yang lebih baik, dan ketika you dapat benda Allah tu, you akan jadi manusia paling bersyukur sebab you dah melalui semuanya, babe.
Yes.
I love you.
That's true.
And it's crazy coming from someone who took my crown. Percayalah. Thank you. Alah, dah nangis.
But yeah, I think to conclude our topic for today, I think maybe lah most of us can agree to heal tu sebenarnya susah. To overcome it, possibility tu sangat besar. But to actually heal from it is very hard. Maybe ada cases like yang betul-betul boleh heal. I don't know. I tak boleh cakap sebab I tak ada kat tempat tu. But it's very rare lah. It's sangat-sangat susah to heal. Which for my case, atau I think for Shazza as well, takkan ada. Tak boleh.
On that as well, I think we spoke a lot about forgiving other people kan. But I think the secret to healing, to be honest, is to forgive yourself and to accept yourself for who you are. And that's not easy because like I have some things that I know of myself yang I don't like and I try to improve tapi it's not there right now. So until I can reach that improvement stage, like this jalan tu, I cannot be happy with myself. But accepting yourself means, you know, saying that, you know, you're okay along the way because everyone is a work in progress, tak apa. But it's not easy.
Yeah. What I'm saying right now, it may sound like I blame the person who viralkan benda ni, but trust me, that's just 10%. 90% I blame myself. When you say that's like a whole different episode to talk about. Okay.
We're not talking about it.
Faham,
Forgiving, work in progress as a human being semua ni. But now, we're gonna go to. Do you have anything else to say?
No, I think that's why we did this podcast lah. That's why it's called HATEA Podcast because HATEA Hotel Podcast sebab
inilah space yang sangat safe.
Satu ruang yang space, satu lagi topik-topik yang sebenarnya sukar untuk kita bahaskan, tapi kita di sini, you know, an open space untuk kita cakap because we are all going through the same thing. It's just we just don't talk about it.
Now, we are gonna go to our game. The first one is what if korang boleh masuk mesin masa dan ubah satu kejadian dalam hidup. Adakah korang akan repair the broken vase sebelum ia pecah, atau biarkan ia pecah dan belajar cara hidup dengan sepilihan yang ada?
It's very hard.
It depends on the situation kan. Like some things you don't want to change because it made you better today, but some things you want to change because you memang salah lah.
Ada punya.
Tapi there is a silver lining of setiap kesalahan.
Betul.
Kadang-kadang lesson untuk kita, kadang-kadang lesson untuk orang yang tengok.
I honestly memang jujur I tak tahulah sebab I am in the process of making peace. So I tak tahu kalau I patah balik I nak tukar ke tak, or I nak hadapi and tengok apakah silver lining behind that. I tak tahu lagi.
Because you're not in peace but you are pissed off.
Oh my god, dah jawab lah. Oh my god.
But I want to be in peace. Trust me. I want to let go. But
That was good.
You?
Tak kot. I wouldn't.
Kan? Macam I don't
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go back in time and change anything.
Yeah.
But
tapi tak kot.
tak kot. Because I cherish whatever has happened now. Now I can see teladan dia. Now I can see the bigger picture. If right now I don't want to change it, because if I change it, I wouldn't meet Shazza. Shazza wouldn't be Shazza. It's I like,
it's just different lah.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. I like my friendship with Shazza now. We're so close. We have a really
Nak
good
nangis
bond.
juga. Aku pula nak nangis.
It's a great friendship that I don't want to turn back time and ruin this friendship.
What about you, Hafiz?
Aku comel dua-dua ni. Aku I wouldn't change anything. Sebab I'm a firm believer that whatever that I went through shaped me to who I am today. So kalau I tukar, possibly this. Okay, so I think my trauma started when I was 6-7 years old. So that's very early. So kalau tukar kat situ, probably be change. So, okay, I came from a alhamdulillah back then lah, a wealthy family, boleh cakap kan. So something happened to my dad, something happened to my mom, blah blah blah. So start ni susah. Sampai kita pernah susah sangat sampai makan ikan bilis je. Sampai susah aku pernah susah hidup susah gila. Sebab tu I appreciate money.
Yes.
Tak, sampai my mom dulu beli ikan bilis yang RM1 dekat kedai runcit tu, masak ikan bilis goreng sedap, and then cakap dia makan lah, tak ada nasi yang tu. So cakap makan lah. So macam kita makan sikit, kita cakap Mama tak makan. Mama dah makan tadi waktu Mama masak, Mama dah makan sikit dah. But lepas tu sebenarnya tak makan pun, just tu bagi anak-anak dia makan. Aku lah sedih.
Apa benda semua orang nak nangis dari ni?
Okay, so basically apa yang jadi membuatkan, okay, I rasa kenapa I sangat appreciate perempuan because of my mom.
That's
Sebab tu I tak suka kalau orang, especially lelaki yang treat perempuan macam kasar, tak nak cakap bahasa aku nak cakap ni kasar. But okay lah. And then appreciate whatever that I have, macam money ke, time ke apa benda. Sebab tu aku tak suka orang tak pancu aku.
We were from work.
Dia ada pergi kerja. Aku risau nak cakap. Dia ada pergi kerja.
Itu lama tadi.
Tak pancu dari segi macam ada benda-benda kerja-kerja penting kan. Macam timing tu pada I sangat penting. So macam so kalau I change benda tu, I pernah cakap kat kawan I tau, kalau contoh daripada kecil hidup aku senang, tak pernah susah, probably I'll be like a freaking see you lah. Ada bahasa kan. Memang such a jerk lah. Macam mungkin I cocky gila, confident
Spoiled
gila,
brat,
spoiled brat gila-gila punya jenis yang treat perempuan pun macam probably like
F-boy.
aku nak cakap seseorang tadi. Okay. So tak maafkan tu. So kiranya kalau I tukar, I tak rasa I akan boleh like right now mungkin ramai tak rasa apa-apa lah. But me myself, I am proud of myself. Tak kisahlah korang nampak macam mungkin tak successful sangat ke, tak kisah gitu.
We know you're a good person.
Kalau orang luar tengok lah, tak fikir apa orang luar fikir atau cakap. Okay, untuk orang tak tahu, I was homeschool. So macam even though homeschool macam dulu orang kan membesarkan, orang compare kan, macam parents say, oh dia ni anak dapat ni masuk universiti apa semua kan, and I selalu rasa macam I'm such a useless person, very dumb or stupid whatever. Even my late dad call me dumb dulu. So macam whatever that I overcame to made me who I am today, and I'm really really proud of myself. So I rasa kalau I tukar mungkin
Lain jadinya.
takkan proud of myself, tak rasa apa kot. Tapi mungkin raya tu keluar bilik lah. Untuk orang tengok episode sebelum. But
jangan
if I boleh pergi ke masa lampau, I mungkin akan naik juga mesin tu, tapi just looking around macam.
For me, I wouldn't change anything, but with some reservations, because now that I am who I am today, I know what to work on. But that working on to is not easy, so it's so tiring to work on it. And that's why I have that reservation. But I wouldn't change the past.
I like that. Yeah. I like
Simple
that.
je. Yeah.
Okay.
Second one.
Berat episode ni.
What if korang tengah drive dan tiba-tiba cermin belakang kereta hilang?
Oh, okay.
Dah tak boleh tengok belakang langsung dah. Adakah korang akan teruskan perjalanan tanpa toleh ke belakang, atau berhenti dan cari cara nak pasang cermin balik? I akan jawab dulu.
Okay. Go ahead.
I akan wonder, mana cermin tu?
Should have the right thing to do, betul. Yeah, I wouldn't look back. I would just move forward, and whatever challenges or rintangan that I have along the way, it's just a new challenge for me to face, and take it with a new, like an open mind. So yeah, that's how I would do it.
Man, I'm the Dory fish from Nemo, bro. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Yeah.
Let's just be, just keep doing whatever. Tapi kalau tu pusing-pusing cermin tu, memang I jalan je for what? I'm not good at fixing cars. True.
Kalau you terus juga.
Terus lah.
Jangan
Bengkel
pandang
lah.
belakang.
Lagi-lagi kalau I seorang, I takkan berhenti lah. Memang tak lah. Aku nak berhenti tepi jalan ni. Aku jalan je terus. And I will
Lagi-lagi tiba-tiba hilang.
the side mirrors. I takkan. I akan just jalan.
Ya bro, jalan je sebab ada side mirror. Nampak tengok belakang.
Okay.
Okay. Third question. What if hidup ni macam lagu yang korang tak boleh skip? Ada part yang best, ada part yang menyakitkan telinga. Adakah korang akan layan je atau belajar untuk dengar sampai habis?
Oh.
Akan cut edit bahagian yang sedap tu je, repeat yang tu je. Would you just listen to the whole song? Kalau lagu tu ada satu part je sedap. Sekarang ni kan zaman TikTok kan, dengar TikTok cepat je. Bila dengar full song macam
Ya, betul.
I orang yang suka opening ending.
opening and ending. Maknanya tengah-tengah skip.
Tak. Maksudnya kau ni kan aku pukul kau. Maksudnya I akan opening sampai ending.
Oh, okay.
Kalau bercerita pun I akan cakap kat kawan I, boleh tak you jangan terus you opening cerita you apa? Okay,
Yang
climax,
termasuk je.
ending.
Okay,
So I
okay.
think lagu pun I orang yang sebegitu. I akan
So
dari
you
awal
enjoy the whole song lah.
and then habis. Sebab bila sampai part chorus you appreciate babe.
Tapi okay,
And you tertunggu.
Tapi ini untuk orang kat luar sana yang tak berapa faham dengan what if ni soalan. Ini semua underlining punya ni, ada ni. So korang kena faham dia ada maksud lain di sebalik soalan. Kan tiba macam kenapa dia cakap pasal lagu, kenapa buat macam kereta kan. Go back to school guys. Coming from somewhere homeschool.
Yeah, homeschool.
You
For me, tak lah, adik saya tu dia macam fulfilling DJ. Dia pasang lagu yang separuh-separuh jalan, tak pun yang tengah-tengah. Macam
Dia kat sini
DJ. But kalau the double meaning dia, I would just go through it lah. Just dengar je. Sometimes I would just listen to a song. Tapi kadang-kadang I tak rasa pun I dengar lagu tu. The song is just playing, but I don't think I'm really listening to it. Tahu-tahu lagu tu dah habis. Macam tu lah. So it's like I'm always in my head space. So kadang-kadang kalau benda tu part tu tinggal I nak dengar. But most of the time I dengar lagu pun I'm dyslexic bro. So my imagination hearing songs is just all over the place. I'm doing my own concert in my head. So that's how I see things.
I think we cannot be too choosy. Because we don't know what's coming our way. And also like even happiness and sadness. Happiness is temporary. Sadness is temporary as well. Both is temporary. Yeah, I don't think you can hold on to happiness for the rest of your life because you don't know what's going to happen.
semua happy hidup. Tak ada podcast
Yeah, so you have to be open, accepting, and just nikmatin perjalanannya.
The same goal. I will just listen to the whole song lah. Tak kisahlah part tu macam mana. Sebab kalau if I choose to listen to that song, maknanya lagu tu best. Walaupun ada part-part yang tak berapa nak menarik sangat, I will just listen to it. Last question, okay? What if memaafkan diri sendiri tu macam buka pintu sangkar, tapi burung yang kat dalam dah lama lupa macam mana nak terbang. Okay?
Oh my god.
So korang dah turun lama dah. So korang akan ambil burung tu balik, masuk dalam sangkar, atau biarkan je dia survive. You have to choose whether to put it back in the cage ataupun biar pandai-pandai kau survive.
Choose the burung.
No bro. Aku rasa dia homeschool juga.
Siapa yang homeschooling dia?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. There's like this one bird in a cage.
Okay.
Has been so long in the cage, and then you have to take it out. Okay. But the thing is,
Kita
because it has been in the cage for so long, kan, it doesn't know how to terbang anymore lah. How to fly. So you have to choose. You have to choose a path for him lah.
Okay.
Sama ada biarkan dalam cage, masukkan balik dalam cage, ataupun biar dia terbang pada dia survive.
Okay.
This is like a parents bagi anak-anak masa depan dia macam kau pilih lah. You have to choose for.
Yeah, betul.
What would you do? What would you do?
Go ahead, I am still thinking.
Member tengah proses soalan. Okay, macam ni bro.
Dah.
Cakap bahasa Cina lah. John, tolong John. Okay, start with you first. Would you put it back in a cage, or like would you just like let it fly?
Lepas. I'm also in the phase yang I just want to release everything. I'm at that phase yang lepas. Tapi I think kalau cakap pasal
God bless you.
Okay, for me, I think benda yang paling selamat adalah ambil simpan. But the most rational thing to do is just let it go and just let it survive on its own. Because sebenarnya benda tu banyak lagi I boleh relatekan that question to a lot of things that happen in my life, my personal life. And macam you cakap, soalan tu macam ibaratnya mak burung nak bagi sama ada nak bagi anak dia keluar daripada nest tu ke tak. Biar je. You just, kalau you jatuh lah. Kalau you jatuh pasal tiba-tiba you boleh terbang balik, okay lah. It's a process that you cannot skip sebenarnya. If you skip, let's just say you're writing something, you write, and then halfway you just don't want to write this part of the story anymore because you just don't like it. You leave a gap and then you continue writing. Takkan benda tu kosong?
Weird.
It would be weird. Something would be missing. So in the end, you have to fill in the blanks juga to make sure the story can make your life more full and whole. Kalau tak kan, you akan jadi orang yang floating. I've seen so many people yang in general, in real life, diorang macam floating. Diorang macam tak ada hala tuju hidup. You boleh nampak dua orang macam ni. Diorang macam bukan introvert, bukan blur tau. Ini nampak dia floating macam I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know why I'm alive. So in order for you to feel alive, feel more like living in the moment, you kena just terbang.
Yeah.
Just, macam ni cakap, release and just go and keep on flying and flying.
Burung tu simbol kemaafan kan? Burung tu simbol
Tu kata
kemaafan
dia
kan?
benda ni I terfikir nak tanya kat korang. Bila korang dengar
You
soalan
laugh
tu,
at me. I tanya burung, you laugh at me.
Burung tu simbol kemaafan kan? Betul kan?
kan nak tanya
Anything ke kau?
soalan I tadi, bila I tanya soalan tu tadi, apakah pemahaman korang pada soalan tu? Adakah trauma tu ataupun let go of the trauma to just keep it, deal with it, ataupun kemaafan, ataupun
banyak benda boleh relate lah.
Yang penting bukan burung lah.
Apa itu burung?
Burung apa? Burung urat.
Kita kena choose burung ke?
Kalau burung tu trauma, memang kita nak lepas lah. Kalau burung tu pun kemaafan pun, I nak lepas.
So your question, answer is just
I nak
let go
lepas.
lah.
Kalau I as a parents pun, I nak lepas. Kalau I
Cuba tanya soalan tu. Yang buat soalan dia.
Kalau I punya parents pun, I rasa dia pun nak lepaskan I. Lagi-lagi I orang yang memang tak boleh dikongkong. I tak boleh kena kongkong. I kena keluar, release, lepas, let go, dan baru I boleh move forward. Kalau tak, macam nak move forward. Tak boleh nak move forward.
I am similar to Hanisha's answer because you don't know what you don't know, right? So you don't know what's out there. And once you just throw yourself out there to fly, why are you laughing?
No, you don't know, obviously lah.
Yeah.
Aku tak boleh.
So once you throw yourself out there, that's how you find your purpose, your meaning in life, your substance. If not, you're just empty. In order to be seorang yang bermanfaat to yourself and to society,
and
you have to your parents as well. You have to come with substance to make a change, to be inspirational. If not, you're nothing.
Yeah.
Jawapan dia.
This episode is
For me pula, let it go juga. Tak kisahlah untuk contohlah dia punya interpretasi tu kan, sama ada kehidupan, kemaafan, trauma dan sebagainya. I will just let it go. Sebab kalau kita biarkan kat situ, takkan boleh grow, takkan boleh develop. Perjalanan ke perjalanan kehidupan ke kemaafan ke, kalau kita biarkan kat situ, dia akan kat situ sampai bila. Dia akan stay macam tu je. So let it go, let it fly, and just terima je lah apa yang datang lepas tu.
Tak ada apa.
Something can relate. Once you guys actually let it go, all of this, korang ingat cerita Frozen yang lagu Let It Go tu kan? The whole music video, tengok balik and how good she felt. That is the exact same feeling that you will feel kalau you let it go. The same energy, the same feeling. Kau tengok je scene tu balik, nanti kau akan rasa macam I want the same thing that Elsa feels.
That is title nanti yang akhir ni keluar Let It Go tepi tu.
No, let it go and let God.
Yes, true.
Let it go and let God.
Let God. Okay, let
Just
God.
let God.
Let God.
Let God. Let God do it.
Berserah je lah.
Berserah.
Okay guys, thank you so much untuk korang punya masing-masing opinion, input and stuff.
Yes.
Kepada semua dekat penonton kat luar sana tu, kalau korang ada trauma korang, how you deal with it, ataupun cara korang nak cope ke, ataupun opinion lah, apa-apa sekalipun, boleh letak dekat komen kat bahagian bawah. Kalau ada soalan nak tanya pun boleh juga. Kita akan jawab soalan korang pada episod yang akan datang. So meantime, thank you so much for watching. I'm Hafiz Adam.
I'm Hanisha Hani.
I'm Syazabi.
I'm Adil Luka.
Jumpa lagi kat HATEA HOTEL Podcast.
Assalamualaikum.